Man, rest in peace to Angie Stone. I guess she had performed in Alabama and she got in a car crash. Stuff still needs to come out about it, but that sucks, man. She's like one of our greatest, best artists, one of the most underrated artists, I should say. And I hate to see her go away. Like I always question this thing with the universe. It's like, why would you do that? Like we're supposed to have leaders in our country, and they're ripping jobs from people and shutting down agencies and just not care about people, that yet they seem to live old, rich lives. And then we have people who are giving joy to the world with their music and their soul, and they're taken away from us. It doesn't quite make sense. But this is going to be a happy video, so I'm going to give y'all 4 facts that I've liked about Angie Stone in her illustrious career. So, so number 1, the group sequence. If you want to know what 1979 sounded like as disco was dying out and hip hop was coming in, go listen to Funk You Up by Sequence. That was the first group that she was in. We're going to funk you right on up. We're going to funk you right on. Yeah, that bass line. That oh my God. Oh, they don't make stuff like that anymore. It's just songs like that brought a smile to your face, man. Made you want to dance, made you want to smile. So that was the first group that she was in. And then she was in another group down the road in the 90s called Vertical Hold. If you remember Vertical Hold, she was in that group too. So, but go check out Funk You Up by Sequence, man. That was 1979. That was good stuff. So that's number 1. That's the number 1 fact. Number 2 fact is her and D'Angelo. So D'Angelo comes out with Brown Sugar in 1995, I think. Love that song. But who knew he was singing about Angie Stone? I guess D'Angelo and Angie got together when he was 19. He was 19. She was 30. And that's before he was known as that's before we knew him as D'Angelo. And then his album came out, song came out. I want some of your brown sugar. Ooh. Man, you sing about her. She had that good stuff. Shout out to Angie Stone. You're my lady. Oh, he was just singing all about Angie Stone. You're my lady. It's like a love letter to that woman. Oh man. And then they had a baby. Now, again, I didn't know they were dating before. So D'Angelo comes out and you heard he was with Angie Stone. It's like, oh, that's interesting. And then they had a baby. I was like, a baby? It's like, wow. But then I think he was 24 when they had that kid. And they broke up after that because he became big, D'Angelo became D'Angelo. Like they were together when he was unknown and he became this dude, man. Man. And even when we got to, like, they were far broken up when we get to Untitled with him. All cut up in that video naked. It's like, man, I have to make a D'Angelo video later. But yeah, so their son is like 25 years old now. It's weird because you feel like this kid's like still young, but he's 25 and she had a daughter, and her daughter's from 1984. So her daughter who's in her 40s and her son who's in his mid 20s. They lost a mom, and I've lost my mom a long time ago, and that pain never goes away. It's less painful as the years go along, but it never goes away, especially if you had a really good, loving mom. So condolences to her kids. All right. Also condolences to D'Angelo, man, because, we don't see D'Angelo much, but I know he loved her. So that was the second fact. Like D'Angelo and Angie Stone, it was like, there was no Wendy Williams back then. There was no boss up. This was like, what? This can't be true, is it? That was wild. Third thing I loved about Angie Stone, she sang the theme song for Girlfriends. I love the theme song for Girlfriends. As soon as you hear that song, her singing, you know what show it is. Girlfriends is probably the most underrated, greatest TV theme songs of all time. I love that show. There's a couple reasons why I love that show. One, it's William, played by Reggie Hayes. You will never get a William again. If you watch any of those Tyler Perry shows, there is no dude who looks like Reggie Hayes. All them dudes look like models. I cannot relate to any of those shows. I can relate to William. Even like the new show Beyond the Gates, they all look like models, man. It's like, are there any regular brothers who look like me? That's why I always gonna have love for Reggie Hayes, man. Because today, if they did Girlfriends today, he wouldn't even be casted. He wouldn't be the security guard. Like, they would not cast him at all. So shout out to Reggie Hayes playing William. And also, I just love the women on that show. They have really good stories on that show, but I love those women. Like, first and foremost, I love Jill Marie Jones. Like, she was it for me. And if I had to rank them, it was like Jill Marie Jones, followed by Golden Brooks, and Persia White, and Tracee Ellis Ross. Now, people say, well, that list is crazy. It's like it is, because most people have that list flipped. They will have Tracee number one. And I love Tracee. Like, listen, you can't go wrong. If Tracee Ross said to me, you want to go to Cancun? Yeah, I'm there. I love Tracee, but man, y'all don't understand. I love Jill Marie Jones. I love Golden Brooks, too. Like, I just love those two. And Persia was cute. So, yeah, shout out to girlfriends. So that's fact number 3. Angie Stone singing the theme song for Girlfriends. And the fourth fact, and Angie Stone had a slew of hits, but my favorite song by hers is a song we don't hear enough anymore. The song we never hear is Brotha. Brotha, we just don't have songs like that anymore, because she talks about her love for black men, which we barely hear. Now, I know Doechii has that song, What It Is, where she talks about black boys, little black boys needing love, which is great. But she also says that every girl needs a little thug, which is fine, but I'm not a thug. And the beautiful thing about Brotha is that Angie Stone was like, it doesn't matter if you're a thug, if you're a scholar, if you're a rapper, if you're a doctor, if you're a scientist, if you're a ball player, if you're blue collar, white collar, a farmer. She loved all black men. And if you go look at the lyrics to that song, there is no song that's equivalent to that song today. That is a love letter to black men, black boys, black sons. Like, it's just like uncles. Like, it's probably one of the most beautiful written songs ever. Like right now, Rolling Stone has the greatest R&B songs of the 21st century, and Brotha should be on that list, but I don't know if it is. It is a fantastic tune. And now to bookend that, there's 2 songs. That's that post neo soul era. So you had neo soul with D'Angelo, Maxwell, and Erica. Then you had neo soul part 2. And in neo soul part 2, that's where you have Floetry and Jill Scott and all those acts. So go listen to Brotha by Angie Stone, but bookend it with Bilal's Soul Sister. Oh my God, the production of those 2 songs are great. And the lyrics are great. Just listen to Brotha, listen to Soul Sister. Listen to Soul Sister by Bilal, and then go listen to Brotha. But the greatest thing about both of those 2 songs is that they were produced by the same dude, Raphael Saadiq. Raphael Saadiq is a genius. We do not talk about, as much as I love Pharrell, and people say, oh man, Pharrell's a genius. And Pharrell is a genius, especially when he's with Chad Hugo of the Neptunes. But Raphael Saadiq is probably one of our most underrated, brilliant writer-producers ever. He co-wrote and co-produced Brotha, and also did the same thing with Soul Sister. And Raphael Saadiq is almost turned to Red Alert. So if you know DJ Red Alert, if you're a hip-hop fan, if you watch old videos from hip-hop from the 80s and the 90s, somehow, some way, you see Red Alert in some of these videos. He just seems to pop up. And Raphael Saadiq is the same way. If you watch R&B videos throughout the late 80s and the 90s and in the early 2000s, Raphael Saadiq somehow, some way pops up. And this brother never ages. And in fact, he just won a Grammy for Cowboy Carter. I'm telling you, man, we do not respect Raphael Saadiq. And if he just played at the All-Star game, man, I've loved Raphael Saadiq since 2020 Tony, Little Walter. Like, he is just brilliant. But yeah, he co-produced and co-wrote Brotha for Angie Stone. Beautiful song, beautiful vocal. Man, I can't, like I said, go listen to that song, read those lyrics, and tell me if there's any song that comes close to that today. Because what happened was, by the time we get to 2004, we get the whole, we get into the Tyler Perry era, we get to the crunk era, but once we get into this thing about, I can do bad by myself, I don't need a man, boss bees, and the love for black men is just dissipated. It seems like after Obama, like it was still there when Obama was president. And it just seems like once Obama went away, love for black men just plummeted. There are some artists that still love black men, but not enough, not like Angie Stone did. So if you're a fan of Angie Stone, tell me your favorite song. Because I know I missed a bunch of songs, but tell me what's your favorite song by Angie Stone. And if you've ever seen her live, tell me how you feel. Rest in peace, beautiful black woman. We'll miss you.